Well, it feels like a little bit of a shift has happened, and yeah, it's still summer, but you walk into the shade, and there's just a tiny bit of cool in the air, and it's not like swampy humid anymore. The light has shifted a little bit. Normally, this is a change that it just happens like God flipped a switch of some kind on September 1st. I mean, September 1st. It's like August 31st. It's swampy, it's summer. And September 1st, as though there were a calendar on the wall in heaven. Anyway, it seems to be occurring a little bit more gradually this time around. Yeah. Fall is it's already creeping in here. So this is an update to a stream I made a couple of days ago or so about a very nice headlamp that was left here Friday night by I can only guess probably a man who'd had a bit too much to drink and had blown off some steam, and maybe he just stopped here to cool his heels on the way home. Maybe he took a little nap, a little snooze, and he left this really nice rechargeable, Type C USB rechargeable headlamp with LEDs all across the forehead. I don't know the brand, but I mean, it's a nice piece of gear. And I sure would love to have it, but as I explained in the first stream a couple of days ago, that's not the way things are done here. When you find something that someone left in Korea, you don't touch it. And I think it's the thing that I love most about living here. And it's one reason I'm really grateful to be here. One time, a few months ago, I was juggling some stuff on the way back in from the car, coming home from the supermarket, and somehow my wallet tumbled out of my pocket down in the parking garage, and it landed somewhere. And of course, a few hours later, I realized it was missing, and I mean, it didn't have a lot of money in it, but it had some things that would have been a pain in the what to have to replace, and but I didn't sweat it. And sure enough, the next morning I got a call from the management office, and someone had found it and turned it in, which I fully expected. And so this is just an update. As I explained a couple of days ago, I met a Korean man standing over there, and he struck up a conversation with me, and I walked him over here, and I said, "Did you see this thing?" And he said, "Yep." I said, "It's been here since Friday night." He said, "Yep." He said, "You got to give it a week." I said, "A week?" He says, "I see. I never knew what the unwritten rule exactly was, but a week." I said, "Geez, I was thinking, maybe 4 or 5 days." He said, "Nah, give it a week." And here it is, Wednesday, just about noon on Wednesday. It was left here Friday. It's now getting on lunchtime Wednesday, and it has not even been touched. So I'll do an update again on Friday. We'll see if it's still here on Friday. Where have we lost our way in the West? I mean, every culture and every society has its problems because they're all filled with people. And Lord knows people have problems. and cause all kinds of problems. But this is just basic decency and courtesy and consideration that these people have not lost. And it's to their credit. And it makes me wonder, where did we lose our way? It's a hell of a thing. Anyway, that's my update. And now I'm off on an errand, so be well and God bless.